Alright, my heater blower motor's been howling like a banshee for about a month and a half, so I figured it was time to change it. This is where we're located, on the passenger side. Right here on the firewall, there's a black plastic piece that needs to be cut out. We have to remove this PCM out, as well as the antifreeze reservoir. So go ahead and start to remove this. These clips have to come off, which allows you to push down on these tabs. It's definitely easier with two hands. Okay, the bottom two I think we could get to, but I'm just going to pull this PCM first and pull it out of here, and I think it'll be easier to unplug when we can flip it over. So we've got some 10mm bolts down here, one on this corner, and then we've got one here, and then we've got one here. So I'm going to set the camera down and remove those. Okay, so these ones on the underside we can remove the same way. Got the clips that have got to come off. Alright, and you can see that they're all color coded. And right here on the top, black, white, blue, and red. You also need to unplug the electrical connector for the blower motor itself. It's right here. Okay, if we want to get this whole cluster of wires out of here, we can also unplug these two additional connectors. Okay, again we have the 10mm nuts this time. And we've got one here, we've got one back here, and we've got one up here right in front of the blower motor. So I'm going to set the camera down and get those out of here. Okay, so our coolant reservoir is free and able to come out. What we need to do is remove this overflow tube. We can just kind of tuck that out of the way. And then we're going to remove it here at the radiator. And you may lose a little bit of coolant, but what we're going to do is, it's got a clamp on it, but it should slide off. Okay, and I'm just going to pinch that off and use some small vice grips to kind of keep it pinched off. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to use is a nice fresh razor knife here, and you're going to take your time, and it cuts pretty easily. Okay, so you can see I've pretty much got the plastic cut out here. There is a small bolt way down below here, and this is where your 1/4 inch universal or flex extension is going to come in handy. And I can't find mine, so I'm actually using a 3/8 inch universal and reducing it down, and I believe it's a 7/32 inch socket. So let's see if I can get a shot of that for you. There it is right there. So you need to get that out. You don't want to strip it, so the important thing is obviously to get on it straight. And you don't want to drop it. That's it. So here's the rig I use. Hopefully you have a 1/4 inch flex socket, you know, the spring socket, or universal. I had to reduce mine down 3/8 to 1/4 to get down to a 7/32. So, alright, I've got a little bit left to cut over here, and we should be able to pull that shroud off. Can make your life a little easier too when it comes to removing the blower motor by removing this bolt here. And I didn't do it when I removed it, but I did it when I'm going to install it here. So basically there are some like spring clips, and you just need to kind of compress those and it'll drop right out. Alright, let's have a look. Not too bad. Obviously the goal is you want to try to put this back in when you're done and seal it up with you know, some black RTV, or you can use something like Seal All or anything like that. So this is where coloring inside the lines in kindergarten came in handy apparently. Alright, here's the old one, here's the new one. All we need to do now is assemble everything back in the reverse order that we took them out, and we'll be back in action.